All right, guys, we have a lot to go over in this video. SoFi stock, student loan forgiveness, what the heck is going on, the charts, my thoughts. But before we actually do that, don't forget to get up to 17 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Today's the last day. Use that link down below or go to stocksforfest.com/Moomoo. Open up your account, fund it with at least $100. You get a free share of C3AI stock, which is right around 45 or 40 bucks a share. And you get 5 more stocks, each up to $2,000. And fund your account with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks on top of those 6 stocks, totaling 16 stocks, and fund it with at least $5,000, guys. On top of those 16 stocks, you get another free share of either Tesla or Google, guaranteed. And did I mention today's the last day, guys? So use that link down below. And of course, that's an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive into it. So talk about volatility, guys. And I'm sure all of you knew today was the day that we were going to get, the word on whether student loan forgiveness would be canceled or if it would happen, right? And talk about SoFi going all over the place. It started off the day at about, let me see, $8.95, $9 we opened up at. Then we consolidated a little bit. Then it ran all the way to $9.40, then back to $8.30. I mean, geez, $1.10 spread right there. That was a move of 11, 12%. And now we've been consolidating for the past hour and a half, 2 hours. We've been choppy around, 8.50, 8.55 now looks like we're going to. And mind you, guys, with that down move, we actually took the lows out from yesterday. Yesterday's lows were right around 860, 865. So right off the bat, guys, in the very short term, I'm looking to see if SoFi could retake that 860, 865 level. If it can, that would actually also put it above the 180 SMA here on the 1-day, 1-minute chart. If that does happen, maybe we start to reverse back to the upside, which we'll talk more about that in a second. But first, let's break down student loan forgiveness, my thoughts, all that good stuff before we dive back here to the charts and talk about SoFi stock, because the fundamental reason behind the big push in SoFi stock has been the fact that student loans were probably going to be or not going to be forgiven, which would be more business for SoFi. That was one of the biggest reasons as to why the stock has been moving, right? So you guys see this guy right here holding a cancel student debt sign. This was in Capitol Hill, I believe, back in February, a couple months ago. And the forgiveness plan, which again is not happening, that was launched by the Biden administration last October, was estimated by University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School to cost U.S. taxpayers between $300 billion and $980 billion over 10 years. So you got to realize, guys, somebody has to pay for the student loan. Sure, you might get them. Have we not learned anything over the past couple of years, guys? Yes, you might get your student loans forgiven, but you're going to pay for it on the back end or, on the backside when inflation goes up, because you have to pay. Somebody has to pay for this crap, right? You're going to pay for it through inflation or more taxes. So it's not like you're going to get your $30,000 student loans completely. They're not going to completely vanish, guys. You're going to pay through it in other ways. That's what people have to understand, and that's kind of what we've learned over the past couple of years with the CV, which we're not going to get into in this video, but the pandemic, right, which cost a lot of money. A lot of money was printed, which then upped inflation. Have we not learned anything at this point? But we're not going to get into that in this video, guys. The Congressional Budget Office estimated that the program would cost U.S. taxpayers $400 billion over the next 3 decades. Of course, the Congressional Budget Office thinks that, guys. In reality, it's going to cost between $300 billion and $980 billion over 10 years, not $400 billion over 30 years. Of course, the Congressional Budget Office says that. I trust UPenn's Wharton School more than them, but that's neither here nor there, guys. So that's pretty much what's going on. We're not going to get through this whole article and get into Biden and the politics behind that. We're not going to get into that in this video, but that's what's going on. That did not happen, and let's be honest, guys, are you surprised? No. Am I surprised? Heck no. I knew from the jump, from the get-go, that this was a political play when, they launched this right before midterms. I mean, anybody with half a brain could realize that, guys. And if you didn't realize that, I don't know what to tell you. But it was clearly a political move. It got a lot of people, excited. A lot of people probably voted, that side, right? When that news came out, it hyped up a lot of people. And now a couple months later, more than just that, probably 8 months later, how long has it been? It's been officially struck down And again, am I surprised? No. Are you surprised? Probably not, right? So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And really, this is good news for SoFi. And a lot of analysts are actually arguing that this is already priced in. I think a Wedbush analyst I was reading here on the live news tab, Wedbush reiterates underperform rating on SoFi, maintains a $3 price target. Oh my gosh, so they're ultra bearish. It looks like here SoFi Technologies valuation already reflects Supreme Court ruling against student loan forgiveness program, according to Wedbush. So yeah, they're mega bears out there in terms of their analysis on SoFi, which I mean it's they're allowed to do that. That's fair, but they probably have a short position on SoFi, so they're making money off that. But either way, guys, look, this is good news for SoFi because think about it, right? More student loans are out there. They did not get, it's very easy to understand. More student loans are out there. They did not get forgiven. So what are more people likely to do? They're more likely to refinance. And who are they more likely to refinance through? SoFi or other banks. Of course, it doesn't only have to be SoFi, but SoFi is set to benefit from that, and we'll see how this is reflected. It all comes down to the numbers, guys. We'll see how this is reflected in their earnings over the next couple of quarters. It's going to take a little bit for this to trickle into their numbers, but we'll see over the next quarter, 2, 3, 4 quarters. It's going to be interesting here for SoFi stock, and of course, stocks are forward-looking vehicles, so maybe this already is priced in to the stock. Maybe you could make that argument. But what if the numbers come in way better than expected when we start getting the updated student loan numbers as business starts flowing through over the next couple of quarters? What if those numbers are way better than expected and the stock didn't really budge much? There's going to be a huge rip from there. Maybe it runs before that happens. I don't know. We're speculating here, guys. But one thing I know for sure is more business is set to come to SoFi. Their student loan business is about to blow up again. We've covered the numbers before on the channel. We're not going to get into that in this video. But let's just say their numbers went down. Now they're starting to bottom, and they're probably going to start peaking, heading back up on the student loan side of things. And right now, when it comes to their chart, guys, we can see that wedge that we talked about yesterday. I'm not sure if you guys remember that. You should remember that because you should have watched that video. If you didn't, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. But we talked about this wedge on the 4-hour chart. You guys see that right here. We have higher lows. We had higher lows being made, but at the same time, lower highs as well. You guys see that, and we're still actually trading in this wedge. In fact, on the 5-day, 5-minute, you can see we're kind of failing near the highs from yesterday. I mean, yes, we did see a spike to 941, but that was short-lived. Other than that, we've been struggling under that 920 level, which is right by the highs from yesterday. So what direction are we going to pick, guys? That's the million-dollar question here on SoFi. Do we break above, the top side of the wedge here? We start moving mid-9s back towards 10 plus. That obviously, that'd be a bullish breakout. Or do we fall through, $8? We start breaking the bottom of the wedge, which would not be good for the bulls. As of now, guys, it looks like we are seeing support. Do you guys see that green candle forming on the 1-hour chart? 2 green candles, actually. So we are seeing support at a higher low. That's a good sign. Now let's see if we do follow that with a breakout. Time will tell. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And before you click off the video, don't forget to get your free money from Moomoo. Today's the last day, guys. Open up your account and fund it with at least $100. Using that link down below, you get a free share of C3AI stock right off the bat, which is right around $35-40 a share, and you get 5 more stocks. And again, that's just with a $100 deposit. And fund your account with at least $1,000. On top of those 6 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks. And fund your account with at least $5,000. Listen to this, guys, absolutely nuts. On top of those 16 stocks, you also get a free share of either Tesla or Google, guaranteed. Which again, guys, today's the last day, so use that link down below. And of course, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next one.